a lot of farm, but the earlier you can start that, the better if you're going to be as Kara. He's not doing too hot there. Speed just gets right up in his face, and that wasn't even trample. That's uproar at level 1, but did they actually get the arrow combo there? I think that's what started it off, so that does a lot of the heavy lifting, and 5RAT are on the board first.
Yeah, and of course, you do a lot of physical damage, and I think it was just simply getting the trade going along with him and Dad, and then you get 2 or 3 stacks of upper, and then suddenly you're hitting for 100, and that's not something that any hero can really stand up to. We'll have to see, because now you're going to level 2 a little bit faster on Speed and Merlin, which means that Kara's not going to have that Fate's Edict. You could see them go for some crazy play pretty soon.
Gonna have to try for it quickly, though, because he is approaching level 2. Well, not faster than anyone else. Okay, they do make the play in. Dodd, this is all he can do. He's trying. He's got Starbreaker, so maybe he could trade for Merlin. No, he can't. The leap comes in. Merlin's just fine. I don't actually know if that uproar was necessary. The fight was kind of over, but
there's just no easy reset for the Raven side.
That lane is not looking hot. Meanwhile, up top, supports are trading damage, but it's Benjaz who's the heavy hitter here. Double soul assumption. Is there anything coming out to him? No, that's his boots on the courier, so he's actually playing pretty dangerously, and now he'll be punished for it. Speed, onslaught into trample, easy kill. Kara now in trouble as well, as they'll make it 2. He at least gets Merlin before he dies, so they don't come away completely empty-handed, but ET, I was asking in the draft, you know, how is Speed going to play Core Primal Beast? The answer is aggressive as all hell.
I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. The wave, again, he doesn't end up taking anything with that trample, so we're just pushed so far up. 37 and 17 to 12 and 0. Dodd's getting rocked right now. And of course, we know what Primal Beast can do with just a little bit of that level advantage. He's got level 3 trample, and
oh
yeah,
my God.
Here we go.
Dodd has nothing. He used his abilities to get into the fight, so he's dead again.
This is just spend. I feel like we are just going to see that reset, even though AB1 might be super dead.
DNM sends in illusions. That doesn't really do too much good, but
oh, but Kits.
Yeah, Kits has rotated up. They would love to make a trade here, but that's just not damage that's coming in fast enough. There we go. Flame Break does make it happen, and actually DNM's the one to get the kill. I think one of his illusions was still in there at the very last second, so all of a sudden things look quite a bit better for that Naga Siren. It doesn't look too good down bot, though, as Dodd is dead again. Are you serious? Speed. You can't do that. This is not a pub, dude. You can't get away with that. How?
He's just gonna walk back to the base. I
wouldn't finish him off. I mean, he tried, right, on Kara. The Purifying Flames came out. It's actually part of the reason why he was healing up at the end of that fight, but they just can't do it. They're gonna try. No, they're not. Thought for a moment that Yengo Flow would go in, but I think they realize that there's other heroes coming as that arrow doesn't connect, but Dismar's still kind of stuck. The creep wave really traps him in there. He's not dead yet, but it's only a matter of time. Dismar taken down. Here comes Speed, in with the trample. Kara will fall, and Yengo Flow loses his backup, loses the fight, and just has to get away with the last few seconds of his ult.
Yeah, and Speed, not the most impactful. Still gets a free kill, you know. Keeps the pain going for that Oracle, but a little bit of space for Dad, and now he has his ulti if he wants it, but
Overrise to start.
Do the walk.
Gonna try to create some space. Here's the onslaught, though. It connects. Odd. Able to get away, so Speed can't finish him off this time, but just no space, no room to breathe for this Dawnbreaker. His farm is not looking hot. You look at his net worth. I was gonna say Merlin is catching up. It's 600 net worth at the 10-minute mark, so not quite. Uh-oh. Not quite, but he's in trouble, especially if that onslaught hits. He's dropped. Oh, Speed. I am learning all sorts of new things about just how just how strong he can be on the Primal Beast as Kara gets locked. Merlin is a sniper from long range. This is getting out of hand, ET.
And all be all to win a Dota 2 game here, but that is just the desperation that Dad is feeling. And well, they went for the toss back, but after the pause, he kind of forgot what he was doing, and now, very awkward.
Can they actually punish, though? Arrow. Oh, the arrow hit. Dodd gets stunned up, in some trouble. Kits is coming in. Kits is looking for the lasso. He's got it. They lock down Dodd. They'll take him out. Yengo Flow, though, coming in with the Rolling Thunder, but here comes Speed. Trample is active. He is just going to run through these heroes. Benja's dead already. Dismar goes down as well. They were not ready for the reinforcements, and honestly, if that toss play gets off, They find the kill, they fall back, and kind of awkward. Lynn's
Well,
here
instead they
as
go for
well.
top play.
Okay. Play up top, Song deployed. Here comes Speed with the TP. Macro Pyre down. Ice Path well placed into the onslaught as Benjaz will fall. Yengo Flow. I think we just traveled back in time, ET, because that's the same Rolling Thunder in the same place with the same 0 effect. As he just has to run it away, and now Dodd's getting actually pressured up. Merlin, there is absolutely no way. If he hits the arrow here, he's got the kill, but...
I mean, Dodd also just can't go anywhere,
Uh-oh.
and he's dead.
Ooh. Yeah, if you're losing a 1v1 to the opposing team's position 4, it might be time to sort of slam that emergency button.
Yeah, and then even back top, they're going to force the Pengu to walk all the way back to base. It's just a very simple play, but that's Manta done on DNM, if I do say so myself.
Oh my God.
I think it's coming on the courier. There's your 14-minute Manta, your what feels like it's going to be a 14-minute BKB and your Primal Beast. And DNM, he's a little bit far up in the lane here, but the Ice Path, is he able to walk this one out?
M's falling back. Toss play is there, though, so Benjaz is still going to be able to track it down. But now here comes the response. They need to back away. Oh, okay. TP actually canceled, and that means AB1 is kind of by himself here, but look at Speed.
Comes the Beast.
Onslaught onto Yengo Flow. Hits him up. Trample there. First kill secured. Looking for more. Well, Dodd's dead. Dismar's trapped. That toss play is interesting. I don't know if it's useful. Yeah. There's going to be the Pulverize to lock him down. Dismar will fall. Kit's now coming in, looking for the DOT onto Benjaz. This fight has completely turned on its head, and Kara just actually ulted himself. So Benjaz has 0 backup. He will fall. Kara's taking enough DOT where he's still going to die even after the false promise. And that's a 5-man wipe just shy of the 15-minute mark, ET. 23-4.
It's where you have to say, oh, well, we need physical damage to kill this Primal now. Where's our Deso on Dawnbreaker? Uh-oh. And you're like, oh, no. There's no way we're getting any items on Dad, at least for the foreseeable future. He needs a team fight to bounce back. But yeah, no. There you go. Dead.
AB1 gets the kill there, so Speed is denied. I know you're there. Have a rock. I'll see you later.
Well, that's the thing, because if you're not careful, you can just get killed. And okay, he's going to get slammed into arrow.
The rock was a warning shot, and Yengo Flow did not, and maybe being overly ambitious, and Speed right now towing that line. But comes the Moonlight Shadow. Sneak their way in. There's a sentry there, so this isn't really as sneaky as they think it is, and can they be punished, though? Rolling Thunder canceled out by the lasso. Speed gets off the Pulverize, so these heroes just aren't really as cohesive as they would like to be. Dodd did come in with the Solar Guardian as this fight is breaking up, but they're starting to do some damage. AB1 gets taken down. Speed, BKB, running low on time, but his teammates are regrouping around DNM, but at this point, they're starting to lose pretty significantly here. DNM has to pop the ult defensively. And Speed in the corner looked like he was thinking about a reinitiation ET, but once he realizes how low DNM is and the fact that his teammates had already died, they do just back away. So chaos in that fight for sure, but technically speaking, Ravens win.
Yeah, and very simple mistakes on the 5RATFORCESTAFF side. They go for one target, which means he gets saved by the Oracle. They don't find the Oracle first, even though the Oracle had to be up pretty far in the lane to make that happen. And they're not done yet, though. There is a very scary dinosaur running right back into the fight, but...
Dismar taken down first as he was still stuck under the tower. Speed wants to push in, but the Familiars really locking him down. He's going to try and take out the... There we go. The Wraith Pact. So, a little bit of money there. Familiar's taken down as well.
And that hurts for Benjaz. That's new birds. He has no birds for 2 minutes. Pretty nifty lead, and they still have to be decently careful here. Unfortunately, the smoke looks like it is just going to get scouted out by the dinosaur, and there's a full Scotty on DNM.
Trying to force the fight. They don't have Song for 10 seconds, though. They might have overextended a little bit. Naga Siren getting hit up. Moonlight Shadow comes in. Do they have detection? They will throw down a sentry. DNM, he's still not going down quickly. They'll finally finish him off. The problem is, over to the side, Speed and Kits just completely isolated the Dawnbreaker. Merlin mistimes it. He gets the Yules first into the arrow, but he was a little bit too close. Timing's off. Yengo Flow, he did use the curl up, or the roll up just in case. Didn't really need it, but now they're looking for a fight. AB1 gets caught. He dies in midair. That did not look normal, but
After that, we're 5-rat.
Ravens
They
find
need
one.
setup. They need to get everything. And there is a lasso bottom trying to get this solo kill onto the Pangolier. And it looks like he will be able to purge that off. He needs to get the swash, but no, it's not deep enough.
He's trying for the TP anyway. That's optimistic, let's call it. But just wanted to see if he could make it out. They have enough damage, though, for the pickoff, so Yengo Flow dead for about 40 seconds while Speed is doing a little bit of scouting. Now he wants to fight. Onslaught in onto Kara. They would love to force him to ult himself. Not sure he's even going to do it. He might just accept the death right now. Well, now he doesn't have a choice. Pulverize locks him down. He's still not dying, though. He is buying a lot of time, but time for what? Because Dodge just got solo killed up top. DNM didn't even have to catch him with the song. He just gets him.
Not to mention, just finished the Orchid on the Naga as well. So now any hero that doesn't have BKB, and by any, I mean everybody except for the Dawnbreaker will struggle, but they're going in.
This is bold. They just charge their way forward. They're trying to get onto DNM first. He does have the song.
They got
Can he
him?
get it off, though? No, he can't. They're stunning him up. They take him down. Big first kill. Now they need more. They're going to get Merlin rooted up. Need to be careful of the Firefly damage here. They were sort of standing on top of it, but they are fighting their way through it. Roche went down. Who gets the Aegis? Anyone? Anyone at all? Dodd grabs it. They've got Aegis. Speed just jumped through the whole pit with his onslaught, and he's actually just going to leave. And Ravens...
It's the healing. It's everything. They're not finding the backline. They didn't even use Oracle ult. That was how convincingly that it won that team fight. And again, getting stuck in the pit. It's the roll as well. You are starting to see that close.
Oh, Mango Flow. Hit by the rock first. Onslaught in. Macropyre drop. Does he have a chance to do anything here? He's going to roll up. Doesn't really have time to channel out the ult, though. He needs backup. His teammates are trying to TP him, but the Pulverize is there first. And Speed is able to make that happen. Not cleanly, but hard to argue with the results.
Yeah, and you get what you want. You're pretty happy, I think.
Ghouls.
The top.
Okay. He didn't have the arrow. Whoops. Timing's a little bit awkward, but they're still going to get this. Kits, blinks forward. Firefly damage is there. Dodd cannot do anything to help us. Oh, wait. The arrow. It hits from range, and now Kara, he may have to ult his teammate. Yep, there it is. The ult goes down, but that does mean the lasso is free to be deployed. As Kara dies, that also means there's no more healing out from this Dawnbreaker, so the first life is going to be lost. Eventually, there we go. But now they can set up for a second attempt. Is there anyone coming to help? Not really. And Dodd is just going to go down again.
Oh, it's brutal. And almost timed the arrow perfectly, but there, you got the Oracle first. You got that breakdown of Raven's backline. And,
So,
and
still just fine. Still trying to push. How much of a defense are 5RATs willing to put together? It looks like a pretty damn big one. That's a lot of TPs into the song. They're going to ping out Yengo Flow here. Arrow, okay. A little bit off the mark, but actually I was going to say, will it matter? It might, because this fight is getting kind of complicated. BKBs were popped. They're going to try and turn around. They're in onto DNM, hitting them up pretty significantly. Naga Siren dropping low. Soul Assumptions coming in as well for the follow-up. They're just keeping him locked down. No assistance for this Naga. Finally, the Pulverize will come through, and that is going to be the difference maker. DNM may have fallen, but they're able to at least trade him out, ET, but okay, they are just going to be able to clean this one up. I thought for maybe a moment Ravens would try to fight their way through this, but they don't really have much left to work with. Dodge is just trying to make his escape. Is he actually going to get out of here? There's really no path to take. I think he's just trying for the Merlin kill, but he's not going to get it.
yeah, and well, there you go. That's a five-man Pulverize. Everybody, you felt it. Everybody was just getting stunned. And of course, be a little bit cautious. I think they are almost getting preyed upon here. Merlin is in a crazy spot, and they saw him with the courier, the tree throw. Okay. I mean, that's a huge streak as well to feed over. That's a good chunk of gold heading into Dismar's hands, but interesting stuff. I mean, that was a 2k gold swing, effectively. Just off of the courier and the Mirana dying, and well, now they're getting aggressive onto this building, and knowing that Speed doesn't have BKB.
Oh, they
Primal
caught the
Beast doesn't
Jakiro.
want to. Yeah, they're feeding a good bit of kills here, and Glyph is going to get forced. Of course, will refresh if they want to stick around for this tier 2, so they will have another one when it comes down to that tier 3, but at the same time, this is all just the punishment of Speed being too far up that bottom lane, because they know that heroes, and it's where 5RAT, they do not want to play versus that. They want to go right now. Kit says Blink Dagger, he's going to lead. 14 seconds on the Roche respawn as well, and Hex on the bingo.
Pulverize comes in, but there's going to be the Lotus Orb reflecting some of those spells. It gets him time to go for the Rolling Thunder. They're going to try and turn this. They've already lost Kara, though, but quick buyback gets him into the fight. They're going to lose Dismar as well, though. He'll be buying back, too, and this is getting very dangerous. Speed's getting taken down. First death of the game. And DNM, yeah, he's just got to try and run. Is there any cancel for this? No, there isn't. But Ravens, a couple of buybacks on the supports, sure, but they finally hold their ground in one of these just pitched battles, ET.
Well, it's that, and it's also just Ravens knowing that, well, we're a serious team. We are going to have buybacks on everybody when it can be Roche time. As Dismar breaks the smoke on the Bat Rider, and yeah, escapes, even though he's walking right in, but...
Well, he was a fast piggy for a second there, but... Oh, the arrow doesn't hit! This is getting so broken up. They do get the ensnare, but he's on the high ground. They're just getting dragged further across. But Kits, he wants the lasso. He's going to get it. They've caught out Kara, so he doesn't have the means to save his teammates. But the Solar Guardian coming in, resetting the fight. They're locking heroes down. DNM is starting to take some damage. He has the song. Can he get it off? Does he want to? Yes, he does. They're going to try and regroup. But look at Yenga Flow. He's still in. Oh, okay, now he's going to be put under by the song, but they didn't get far enough away. DNM still getting hit up. Speed, though, coming in, looking for the Pulverize, connecting onto everyone, but there's going to be the ult out from Kara. They didn't finish him off, so he does get the False Promise. But at this point, I don't know if they have anything left. Everyone is on such low HP. Yeah, Nengo Flow dies after the ult. Kara down. Dodd and Benjaz are still trying to fight this out, but feels like they're starting to run out of gas. Benjaz is going to try to make it away. Dual Scepter into Arrow, locks him down. They'll finish him off. Dodd, he gets away. I suppose that's a bit of a silver lining, I was going to say, but he's feeling a little greedy. He wants to kill on Speed. He gets it, and 5RAT actually backed away. They just assumed Speed was going to be okay. So one last kill for Ravens, but count the cost. Looking at the Teamfight recap here, clearly a win for 5RAT. Not the way they wanted to use Aegis and Dodd. Yeah. Blink, TP, Arrow. No, he gets hit. He thought he was safe. He didn't have BKB. Now he's in trouble. There's the silence in from the Bloodthorn into the ensnare. Just got to be a little more careful than that. I think I'm not sure if they saw this, but they at least suspect it.
Oh, be careful here. They're breaking. On the low ground, it's Kits.
Oh, Dismar. Well, can't really blame him for that thought process. He does reveal himself, but the fight not breaking out just yet. Benjaz, though, look at how far forward he's going. This is a little bit risky. He's going to pop the BKB, though, and Yengo Flow goes in. They're still getting stuck on these illusions, though. They need to hit some real heroes. The Mirana is dangerously low, but here comes the song. DNM locking everyone down.
Watch
Speed.
the Ice Path.
Ice Path and Pulverize both available. There they go, jumping in. Dodd is going to try for the Solar Guardian, but by the time he gets here, well, the other two cores are already dead. This fight is just about done. They get the False Promise onto the Tiny, so maybe he lives a little bit longer, but yeah, once it wears off, he does go down. There was a TP out from Kara, so at least he makes it home, but he is not the priority right now. Dodd, oh, Dodd, you cannot afford to die here, but Kit's coming in with the Flame Break. He's got another charge up. He gets the knock, actually not back, knock forward, but they're still chasing with the Onslaught into the Ice Path. They just refuse to give up. They find that kill, and now they're onto the Oracle as well.
It will refresh on the racks, but of course, as we've seen, it does not mean you get them off of your racks anymore. It's not nearly as powerful as it was. It might just be Megas unless you really want to go for the heroics, but there's the lasso, and you need to be set up here, but you can't. Everybody's still respawning.
And Dismar, no backup coming. They'll take him down. Benjaz, he's sending the familiars in, but it's just not a great situation right now. There's really nothing they can do. They just have to let that third lane be taken. 5RAT, there we go. Okay, now that everybody's actually hitting the racks, it goes down quite a bit faster. So, Mega's acquired. They want more, though. They got the Hex onto the Pango. They're going to lock him down. Pulverize is there. Rest of the lineup getting pushed further and further back. And now the lasso coming in as well. And Yengo Flow taken down. Benjaz in some trouble. BKB wears off. He is stunned up on the steps of his own fountain, pushed back by the Flame Break. Kara comes in with the False Promise to try and help the, well, help out a little bit, as Dodd will respawn, but his damage just isn't high enough, and he didn't BKB first. He's going to get hexed up, in some trouble, getting stun locked, getting taken down. And BKB doesn't do you a whole lot of good if you don't activate it, folks. That's lesson number 1 of a BKB purchase, as now they're just padding the stats, keeping them corralled in their own fountain, all the while the tier 4s are being taken down.
This is where they're just saying, call it. Call it. we're gonna keep doing this. The creeps are gonna do the hard work because we're just gonna kill you instead. But oh, there's in the fountain. There's
There
the
we
GG
go.
finally. Yeah, it took DNM just fountain camping you for 30 seconds. But hey, 5RAT take a game off of the unbeatable Ravens, no longer unbeatable, and it took a little bit here, even with 5RAT Force Staff up what